Oh, okay. Thank you.
We're live.
Oh,
Yes, I had to go live
Look over there for a second.
no, because we take a picture now.
afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Eternity.
Yay! We're live.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hello,
Just trying to
hello.
make sure that we get this going with ease. Technology is on our side today. Welcome to the Love Healing Room. We're going to get started in just a moment because we're going to start the recording in the Love Healing Room. Okay, it doesn't show that we're live. Wait a second. Streaming with errors. Come on. Let's figure this out. Yay! Awesome. Okay, so let me start the recording. Oh, that sound low too. Welcome to the Love Healing Room on a Super Love Sunday. I'm your host, Joe Cooper. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm joined by my beautiful co-host.
Oh my.
And Bayla Darla.
Hi, Instagram. Hi, Facebook. Hi, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope. And actually, I do believe that as of 2 days ago, Periscope is no longer part of the Switchboard Cloud platform connection. So we're gonna miss Periscope, but hi everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's just been an amazing week. The energy has been, quite interesting to say the least, but today is beautiful. The sun is shining. The weather is perfect. Perfect. Not too hot, not too cool here in the Midwest. Loving it. We're getting ready to start moving into a change of season. So that's what life is about, change in season. Today we're talking about fortifying your heart.
I love this part.
I know. Okay, so of course I had to do some introspection, and I had to go quiet to write the intro. It was a little challenging because when you think of fortify, where does that take you? So I actually had to look up the definition of fortify. And then I had to, like I said, go inside to figure out how can I speak so that others will embrace what fortifying your heart really means. And it's going to mean something a little different for everyone, but the foundation is the same. It is the same. So to get us started, Bayla, can you read us?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Yeah.
She's so perfect. Love me some Bayla Darla.
I love me some you. And you and you.
And just so you know, we do not own the rights to this music.
Okay, so I'm ready. So it says, you are the captain of your life, which most definitely requires fortifying and strengthening your heart. Last week, we talked about preparation and laying the groundwork for love. Now, it's important to continue to recognize where we are emotionally and decide to allow the lessons of love to create a much stronger connection to our heart's desires. See these lessons as a means to provide a layer of protection for the heart. When we fortify as the captain, we are committed to doing the work and are committed to our own love fulfillment. Let's have some love convo, which supports fortifying the heart.
Yes. Wow. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I had to think about all of my past love relationships and how each of them made me a stronger love partner. It also, it helped me to grow. I mean, there was a lot of growing I had to do from hurts, past hurts. I actually had to be honest with the part that I played in those love relationships. And I can recall for years, I knew exactly what I didn't want. But if you asked me what I wanted, it was challenging to communicate that. It was challenging to even focus on it.
Mhm.
It was easy to focus on what I didn't want. And so I kept getting more of what I didn't want.
Mhm.
And once I recognized that pattern, I was able to make a change. So that's when it really does matter that you stand in being the captain of your life. We are in control of how we feel about things that happen. And if we work on being the captain of how we feel, then the universe has a way of energetically sending us what we really want.
That match.
It sure does. It matches.
Mhm.
But first, you have to fortify, you have to strengthen from those lessons and not be, remain in a place of, uh, I don't want to say victimhood, but just
Plays a part.
in a place of being remorseful or sad or angry or all of the low energies that keep love from the fulfilling love from coming to you.
Mhm.
And that it's a lot. It's a lot of, I mean, it's all saying that we're responsible. We're responsible. So those men who broke my heart, it's okay. I got lots of good loving and good lessons from it.
Mhm. And look what you have now.
I know.
Mr. Cooper.
Yes. We still have our challenges, but
We
it's
gonna always have
good.
that. It's still end up
It's
going
good.
good. Because we don't realize whatever that baggage is that we have, if you haven't released it at some point in that relationship, in a talk, situation's gonna come up, it's gonna rise up.
That's
And they're
right.
gonna be trying to figure out, well, where did that come from? Because
Right.
you didn't deal with it and you're carrying it over. And a lot of times we don't even realize that we're carrying it over until a
Yes.
situation rises up and it happens, with it. But it was hard for me, even in my relationship with my husband, the fact that, what do you want? What do you want to do? What do you want to, something simple, like what do you want to eat? How do you want to make love? What do you want me to do? What do you like? What do you don't like? It was always the fact that you get so surrounded about jobs and husbands and kids and houses and shopping and doing all of that, you really forget and don't even know how to express what do you really what do you really want. And that's what writing that down does make a difference, and it can help you. Maybe write a letter to yourself, figure that thing out, because you're going to affect your mate. You're going to reflect your relationship with mama, daddy, sister, brother, children. Is going to affect it. So we all, as women and men, you have to fortify this. You got to fortify the heart, and hugging. That's a pit for me. I'm a hugger. I'm a spooner too.
Yes, me too.
So,
I'm a hugger, I'm a kisser, I'm a toucher, I'm all of that.
yeah, I think that is a great suggestion for fortifying your heart. Number one, knowing what you really want.
Yes. And focusing on that.
Yes.
If you start focusing on what you really want is going to come to you. If
you will attract that to you. Because they say you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Or
Terry, you just said that last week before last, reminding. That's a reminder for all of us.
Yeah, because I was listening to Dr. Darius again this morning, and he was talking about joy. And he was talking about how sometimes we got to go back to where our heart was broken and pick those pieces up. We got to go back and get those pieces.
Wow.
You know, and so that, and fortify them, put it back together
That's right.
by number one, knowing what you want, because a lot of times the way that we were hurt by someone was because of out of their hurt.
Mhm.
And that was projected on us. And now we're broken and left our heart and broken back there. And that relationship didn't even pick the pieces up and move forward. We moved on with those broken pieces left back there. So now we don't even have a fullness of heart to go into the next relationship.
Absolutely. And you have
Or
to
to receive that.
forgive when you go
Yes.
back there.
That's picking up those pieces.
Yes, you have to
And putting your
forgive.
heart, putting it back together. And then we have to fortify it. We have to strengthen it by knowing what we want, you know, and practice forgiveness. And see a vision of newness for yourself. Because if all we keep seeing is that back there, how can you see anything new for yourself? How can you receive anything new for yourself? Because you're believing that that back there is what's going to happen up here. And to me, that weakens the heart. It made me think of the scripture that hope deferred makes the heart sick. So if you're hopeless, you're feeling hopeless, it's deferred because it's back there, your heart is back there. And so now, you know, you're not feeling good about receiving a good relationship. You think that everybody else around you now is going to hurt you, going to deceive you, going to, you know, you hear people say all the time, you know, there's no good men out here, there's no good women.
That's not
You
true.
know, because when you're looking through those eyes of a broken heart, nope, there won't be any for us if we're looking like that. So strengthen your heart. I think last week, one of the things I suggested for laying the groundwork is to, you know, show love to yourself
Yes, absolutely.
first,
Absolutely.
you know, and I believe that's another great point for fortifying your heart.
Absolutely.
It's first love, forgive yourself if, you know, for choices, because we know out of our emotions, he was talking a lot about that emotion, man, you know, we're making poor choices out of our emotion from a broken heart that was left back there, you know.
Only if our choices are from the broken pieces.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Once you fortify.
Once you fortify,
Then
you
your
gotta
emotions,
fortify, yeah. Then you can fortify your emotions and your heart. Because if our emotions are all jacked up, then your heart is hard for it to be fortified.
But you still want to find somebody to love you.
Absolutely.
How? If you haven't picked up the broken pieces from the past, to bring those forth so that you can have that love. You deserve love too, just like everybody else around you. And it seems like that person getting it, that one getting it, everybody getting it, but me, why is it that I'm not having it? You have to reflect, you have to look back and see that particular thing. And even though it's been a while for me to be in a relationship, doesn't mean that I don't desire one or that I don't want one, but I had to find out who I was and want to be and desire to be, so that this light, this glow can come on me. And then when I see BJ or BJ sees me, it's going to be a connection. Because I've been putting this energy out and putting this energy out. And I'm fortifying this to make sure that it is right for my next relationship to come along. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be totally outside, awesome, amazing,
Yes.
spectacular, all those good words.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Fantastical.
Fantastic.
Tear-tactical.
Mhm.
Oh, I love
Tear tactical.
tear-tactical. It was like Nancy. Remember he used to say, fantastical. We can always make up new words. It's all right. It don't have to be in the dictionary. It can be in your dictionary.
Absolutely. It's what's in your heart.
I always say, as long as you understand what I'm saying, it's a word.
It's a word. All right. So we've gotten the conversation started. Want to go ahead and give our audience a chance to share.
Mhm.
We're talking about fortifying your heart. Whew, good stuff. So, secret and silent flutterbys, this is your opportunity. Always remember, you can double dutch in. We want to hear from you. The line is open.
Mhm.
All right. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and come on off mute and share. We'd love to hear what you have on your mind or on your heart. We got some comments from Facebook. LaDonna says, hello, beautiful ladies.
Hello,
Hi,
lady.
beautiful lady. And she says, I deserve love. That's my love, peace, and health. I stand on my new standards, period. Yes,
So be it. Yes.
it is so. Yes, you
Mhm.
deserve love, a beautiful love. And that beautiful love is waiting. It's waiting for us to, fortify our hearts and allow it to come. Now, I found that just as you mentioned, you have to go back and get those broken pieces, and it's not gonna look pretty. It's not gonna
No.
feel
No.
it's not going to feel good. Unfortunately, it's like you're reliving some of that pain, but as you're reliving, you're birthing so much power, so much power. And as you're letting go of the hurt and bringing in your power, the love is just shining so brightly. Mm. But there's also this thing called muscle memory. There's a love memory too.
Mhm.
So as much as we recognize we're doing the work, we're gonna fall back into that comfort zone, and that fly guy that catches our eye, he might catch our eye again, and you find yourself repeating the same old pattern.
Yeah. I just told Crystal yesterday there was a gentleman at the event and he looked like he's probably mixed.
Mhm,
And I think he might have been related to
mhm,
one of the hosts.
mhm.
And I said, and he was very nice, of a beautiful skin. He was telling us his skin regimen and all this
Okay.
stuff. Very handsome man. And Crystal was like, "Oh, he looked nice." And I was like, "Mm-mm. I
Right.
like chocolate
That's
guys.
my kryptonite.
Mm-mm." She was like, "I said, but you know what? I'm gonna stop saying that because you never know, how love is going to show up in
You
your
really
life,
do
and
not.
that's what I want. It's not just like I don't want somebody looking at me for my external look, but I want them to look from the inside, see my
Absolutely.
spirit and my heart. Same thing I have to do."
Yep.
But isn't
So I'm
it
not gonna say
amazing
that
how
anymore.
fast we'll put out and say, mm-mm.
Right.
Yeah, I said it real quick. Mm-mm.
Right.
I don't do light
Right.
skin.
Right.
And I do.
And I didn't do short. I didn't do short.
Me neither. I
But-
didn't. But then my husband
And I
came
said,
around and told
yeah.
me it was something totally different.
Yeah,
Well,
It was
and I
short
said
anyway.
they gotta be, at least 5'8". I'm 5'7", at least 5'9". Because when I put on my heels, I don't want to be towering over you. Like,
I'm
but,
not gonna
I have
tower
to
over
many,
many, but I still,
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't have to worry about
Yeah.
that.
Well, I will.
Yeah.
Because when I put on some heels, I'm 5'7" stocking feet, so that's
You
gonna
put
put
on
me at
heels,
about 5'9",
nine.
5'10". So
But the good thing about that, you can also, when a man is confident in who he is, it
mhm.
is not going
Yeah.
to matter,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
He will walk in his statue.
And that's what it is. It's about his energy,
Mhm.
Yeah.
his posture, because you can block the love that's intended for you, that powerful love, because of the patterns that, and who knows where that pattern came from.
Oh, look like Nova's watching us on Instagram.
Hey, Supernova.
Hey,
Nova.
Nova.
Miss you.
Yes, miss you. Okay, so I'm declaring that Supernova is going to be in one of the next few shows. I'm just
Mhm.
saying. Yep, it's going
Time.
down.
It's time. It's time,
Mhm.
sister.
Yes,
Come
yes,
on. Come
yes.
join us.
Yep.
Come on over to the Love Healing Room.
Come on home.
Girl, we miss you. All right, so okay, LaDonna says, oh, I already read. She says that she deserves love. And I think we all deserve love. It doesn't matter how long you've been single, whether it be that you are divorced or widowed, it does not matter. You deserve love. You deserve companionship, real love and companionship. And I know that there are a lot of hurt people out there because there are a lot of single people out there who really want or desire to have a love companion, and you deserve to have that. So there's no shortage of potential partners. And when I say potential partners, I mean really good people for you. You know, I do believe in soulmates, but it's not that there's only one. There's not just one. Souls are energy. Energetically, you are in tune with many people. Doesn't mean that you should have many partners at once. That's not what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm not saying that. You'll have a soul connection energetically with more than one person. But it depends on, you know, where you are in your life's journey will determine whether or not you two are supposed to be together. But there's more than one. So
Like Nova made a comment, but my internet kicked me out.
all right,
I'll read what she
Supernova.
said.
We're
Give
gonna
us a
get
minute.
you.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
read
get
your
you. We're gonna
comments.
get you. All right, so let's check in again because we're fast approaching the halfway mark.
That
And
went fast.
everyone who's out there in social media land, we want to let you know that you are more than welcome to join us anonymously in the Love Healing Room with your voice. You can dial 248-289-5882. Again, that's 248-289-5882. We'd love to hear from you. And those in the Love Healing Room already, remember, when you're ready to share, come on off mute and double Dutch in.
Let me see if I can-
See her notes.
Yeah.
All right, so while Darla works on that, I have a million stories. I don't want to talk about my stories. Terry, tell us one of your fantastical, terror-tastical stories.
Right now, I'm in a transition of doing different things with my life, and different things are coming, my way. Change is taking place, and I'm conservative to a certain extent, but then again, I like to be fly too. When I go out, I enjoy a plethora of music, and I was telling the ladies earlier that I was looking. YouTube does whatever music that you listen to, it'll bring up
Right.
everything, and they'll just put
Right.
it in a mix for you. And I went back over it, and I can't say that I have one favorite type of music. But I love gospel. I love country. I love ballroom. I love instrumental. We're getting ready to go to, a concert in a couple of days.
Yes.
And I'm so looking forward to that. I have not been to a concert since the Winans. I mean,
That's long.
it's been a minute,
Okay.
with it. I just never got into it. But now I'm stepping out. I'm doing something different. I'm coming out of my comfort zone. And I have to be all right with that. Sometimes fear can
Right.
can
Hold.
grip me and it'll hold
Mhm.
me back. And I keep thinking that this might happen and that might happen, but it doesn't happen unless I say
Right.
that
Right.
it's
Because you're the
going to happen.
captain.
I'm the one that's putting out whatever that energy is. So as I grow and evolve and do things differently, I'm preparing the box that I want to be in and when I want to step out of it. And I set my boundaries for that. And I'm not saying it has always been easy to do that particular thing, but we can all grow and change if you want to, with that particular thing. I'm becoming where I want to have a whole different type of style.
Ooh.
Oh, baby. Oh, I
Mhm.
can't wait for this outfit. We have to take some pictures.
Okay.
To
Okay.
show up. We have to take some pictures with it. But I'm looking forward to it. And that's once I do that and I'm finding out I'm still fortifying me, fortifying what I want to do. And confidence is not something that just comes as easily. It takes years and dedication and confidence for me to change.
So how can we fast forward those years? Because you've been working on healing
Yeah, for a minute.
for a minute. You've
15
already done
years.
the years that
I
have
done-
already passed.
And that's why I'm ready.
And okay, I don't know if you notice how things are manifesting so fast for you right now.
There's a lot of stuff that's going on.
You let go of some shit, and then stuff is starting to just happen so fast.
Because I'm taking action and I'm doing something different.
But you let go of some hurt and some negativity. That's powerful, Terry. You let go of some hurt and negativity, and you had some forgiveness.
Fortified your heart.
You fortified your heart, and now things are bam, bam, bam. Big things. Not you do experiments to see if this law of attraction thing work, if this manifestation thing works. And I'm gonna see if I can manifest $20. No, you manifested some big stuff.
I did. I truly did. And that's the fun part when you get a chance to share that. And sometimes we think small, you know what I'm saying? Or I can think small, but then there are other times when it's just like when you remind me, it's like, Terry, you've been doing a lot of stuff, lately. And I want to be able to share that with people, with the fact that when you put your desires out there, there's something that you really want, whether it's a car, a house, clothing, just to come to a higher way of thinking and doing things, differently. Because I was putting boundaries on myself, with it. And it's just
it was your environment. It was your environment.
Yeah,
and so that's why I know when I went within to think of the intro, you have to identify where you are emotionally. Take stock of where you are. That's part of being the captain of your life. Is sometimes captain gotta look at the log. You gotta look at
where you been,
what you been doing, what you doing, where you trying to go, where are you trying to go.
What I did was recently I was writing things out and I got a 5-year calendar. So I want to start now just putting things out that I want to do, places I want to go, and things that I desire to have. We are some amazing men and women. So do not discount yourself. Do not discount where you're at and where you want to go and desire to go, and express that. When you got friends that can shake you and touch you and say, hey, that was some old shit. Put that, no, we're not going back that particular way again. And telling that voice that we constantly hear sometimes,
Shut
shut
the
the
hell
hell up,
up.
because you want to go somewhere and you want to come out that comfort zone that I am. So just to step out and do something, this is like a concert that I did 3 months ago that I paid for tickets because I was determined that I was going to end up going and taking my tribe with me, taking my sisters, with me, and not being fearful and allowing no
Right. Right.
pandemic to
Right.
stop me
Right.
from where I want to go. I'm gonna use some wisdom. I'm gonna take care of this vessel, but I'm ready. BJ, hear my voice.
Hear my baby.
Hear it.
Yes. Yes, that's right. How awesome, Terry. Thank you for your teartastical stories.
Oh, I like that. We're gonna have to write that down somewhere. Teartastical.
And so we can all do that with our names.
Yes.
Jotastical, Dartastical, Dartastical, Teartastical, Jotastical. Yes. Life is just, I mean, it's as stressful as things can be at times. That's temporary. And look at what is happening in that moment. There's a lesson in that moment. Get the lesson, discard the things that, that don't feel good. Discard it, but get the lesson and then fortify your heart around the love that you do desire.
Right.
I'm also finding out I want to do things with people. Like our trip that we're going to take to the concert or going to Hawaii. That's next year. I'm going. But I want to do things with people. That's for from now until find your friends, your relatives, do something with them, not just talk to them, but find something that you can do together and spend. You're going to be building memories.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But that's actually taking action towards what you desire versus staying in the place of
woe is me and don't nobody want to see me, nobody want to take me out. No.
Yeah.
Find something to do with that particular person, whoever it may be, mom, dad, sister, brother, but do something with them, not just call them up on the phone. Everything has opened up now. It's just like, it's no reason. A friend of mine put something on Facebook, I think, and it was Beacon Park downtown. They have fall season, they deck that place out. It is it's so
they bought the
gorgeous.
Oktoberfest.
That's going to be really nice. I'm looking forward to that. First time I was down there was a couple of weeks ago, and I'm ready to go back. I want to take my grandchildren they were taking pictures. It was just lovely.
Even on Sundays, they do stuff for little kids.
Yeah, you could do it early.
Early in the day.
So there's all types of activities to live, to enjoy, to experience. Okay. But yeah, you have to recognize where you are emotionally. So we're going to pause for a moment because we're past the halfway mark. This is where we most certainly have open forum, always here in the Love Healing Room. But if you need to veer off topic, this most certainly is the time that you can do so, the second half of the show. We want to make sure that we give you a judgment-free platform to share whatever's on your mind, whatever's on your heart. There's power in speaking your story, sharing your story in a place where you're supported. You're not being judged. You're not being told that how you feel is wrong. I don't understand the concept of telling somebody how they feel is wrong. you don't get to tell anybody how they feel. It's
Right.
wrong.
Right.
But anyway, okay. Yeah. When we come back, Love Healing Room platform is here for you to share without any without limit, without censorship. We're not gonna censor you. I do know that Big Brother is always listening. If we say some words that are deemed controversial, they may censor our show. But otherwise, and so if that happens, for me, that's a sign that
Doing something right.
we're doing something right. We're speaking from our place of power. You can't tell me that I don't have an opinion and that my opinion doesn't matter and that I'm not smart enough to use wisdom and discernment. I'm speaking to some, some particular entities. But anyway, we'd love to hear from you. Secret and Silent Flutterbys, the line is open. And for those of you who are watching us on any social media platform, you can dial into 248-289-5882 and share with your voice. The line is open. All right, Secret and Silent Flutterbys, hop on in whenever you're ready. So, Darla, give us some more of your stories around fortifying your heart. Beautiful.
I think, because I was just thinking about something I shared this morning, and I woke up with this on my mind about, and on my heart about speaking life.
Yes.
And because I
Yes.
was praying for my family, I pray for everyone. I call everybody out by name that come to my
Yes.
heart.
Mhm.
My family, I call everybody out by name. But I was thinking about, because I told you my niece, Shannon,
Yes, beautiful.
Shannon Janae, she has a business called Cake by the Pound.
Oh.
And she makes various flavors of pound cakes, and she is an amazing baker.
Yes, she is.
And so I was thinking about her event today, and just, praying over her and speaking life over her endeavors and over her life. And while I was thinking about that, speaking life over my own life, I thought about how not only we need to speak life, we need to think life. Because those negative voices, that negative voice will play subtly in your heart. And that's what another thing Dr. Darius was talking about this morning, how we have to know the wiles of the devil, because something will be working in the darkness in you and you don't even realize that that's what it's doing. And that's one of those subtle things that you don't even realize that that's what's happening. And it can bring you to a halt. It's like you walking and trying to dredge through mud, and you can't go forward in your life because you're stuck in this quicksand of negativity. And so not only do we have to speak life, but we have to think it too. Yes, and when those negative thoughts come, we have to tell it to shut the hell up.
And we have to stop repeating it.
Yes.
We have to stop repeating it.
Yes. Telling 10 people, you can't go out today. I'm telling everybody around across it, that's all you're doing is reinforcing.
Right.
Because he was saying that too. We have to, what did he say with our mouth? That something we create with our mouth, because we're constantly speaking that thing. But, for me, it starts with the thoughts, because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth will speak those things. And I believe the heart is fed through your mind. Your thoughts is feeding your heart. And then, because he was talking about your mood, how he was saying how, a lot of things that we do, when we do or don't do something, it's because we don't feel like it, or we feel like it. We do things we feel like doing, or we don't do it because we don't feel like doing it. So those things, when that starts here and it goes into here, then it comes out of here, then we're just stopping our own life. We're not fortifying our life or our heart. So that all day has been on my mind about thinking life.
Thank you, darling.
Because with all of what's happening in the the world today, a lot of you hear about a lot of death and people dying and all of that kind of stuff. And those thoughts would try to come up in my mind, just thinking. I was like, no, I think life.
Yes.
I
Right.
think life,
And you
I
say
speak
it
life.
with power.
Yes,
Mhm,
I
and
think
passion,
life.
too.
Passion.
Mhm.
Yes.
You
yes.
know, no,
yes.
I'm not going there because
Yes.
I have plenty of life left to live.
Yes.
I got another 50 plus years here.
Amen. I got 80.
You know,
I'll take 100.
Yeah. I mean,
I have
seriously.
plenty of life left
Good
to
life.
live. And whatever happened back there, God can do quantum leaps in my life. But if I am weak and I'm still back here, holding on to this pain back here, holding on to the hurts and disappointments that happened yesterday, back in my life when I was a child, all that kind of stuff, if I don't go back and pick up the pieces, gather the pieces of my heart and bring it up here, and I fortify my heart by speaking life and thinking life and being in positive energy and being with good people and receiving what God is showing me and receiving what he's given me and believing that the
Yes.
things that he said about me is true, because a lot of times we don't believe it. Other people can say and admonish you and everything, but if you don't believe it, it won't be so.
And so this is still going back to recognizing where you are emotionally.
Yes.
And I found that belief is not yours.
Yeah.
Someone imprinted. We talked about imprints.
Mhm.
It was imprinted. That belief was imprinted on you.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we took agreement.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We made an agreement with it. And it could be you hear something over and over again. So then it becomes a truth.
Yeah.
It becomes a fact.
Must be true.
It must be true because I heard it so many times. No, it's not. And so because we're the captain of our life, once we recognize that pattern, we can do some self-reflection. Take the helm.
Mhm.
And stop. Like, that's not who I really am. Like I was saying to a friend this weekend, after I shared last week how I keep having these things with my husband. And I was saying to my friend, I said, I'm not a good communicator. I'm not a good communicator. I just kept saying it. And I'm like, stop saying that. I am a good communicator. And I'm working to become a better communicator, but I am a good communicator.
Mhm.
He was like, yeah, you are a good communicator. I mean, I'm like, stop me then. But I had to stop myself.
Mhm.
I had to stop myself. Why do I keep saying that? I've been conditioned to think that I wasn't a good communicator, and that's not true. It's not true. So that's an assignment for each of us. We have to look at some of the things that we're thinking
Mhm.
and we're speaking, and speak life and think life in its place. That stinking thinking, the monkey brain, I've heard it referred to so many times. The negative brain, the negative thoughts, that's not who you really are. I'm saying that. I'm looking at you. I'm talking to you.
Mhm.
That's not who you really are. You are a good person. You are worthy of love. You're a loving person.
Mhm.
You're a good communicator. You're a good listener.
Mhm.
You're intelligent. We are so super intelligent. Just because you don't have a degree doesn't mean that what you say and what you know is not valid.
Right. Absolutely.
I always say, or I always think that my life is a Grammy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because it's not on TV and no one sees it that doesn't. I have Oscars. I'm probably just,
Yes.
stacked up,
Yes.
and I don't need anybody
To validate.
to validate that particular thing. So think of your life. has been an Oscar.
Yes, I love that.
And I was like,
Oh
oh,
my
like,
gosh.
damn, I really got
You get an Emmy for that,
I
girl.
get
What's the one where you get all four of them?
Oh, this is that the no, that's not.
The EGOT, the Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, and the Tony.
Ooh,
Shut up,
Bella.
that
You
would be a-
No, she be on.
yes. That's my friend.
Mhm. That's our friend.
Yep, she
got
the
all
connector.
of 'em. Yes.
Mhm. And your life is a reflection of that. So don't think less of your life just because it's not on the TV
Oh my
screen.
goodness. Yes. It's amazing how we've been conditioned to feel like we're less than because we don't follow in the mass society agenda. Come on now. Let's wake up. I'm awake. Remember, I'm pro love. Pro love. So I have to love myself and I have to recognize that I am smart. You know, you started seeing babies being taught to recite these affirmations, beautiful Black babies, beautiful little girls and boys who in the past, because their skin was dark, was shamed and made to feel less than. Their parents, who were probably still having broken pieces of themselves, healing, trying to help their children be equipped with the proper self-esteem and self-love and self-worth that every person is born with. These babies are reciting these affirmations, and it's powerful because as an adult, I need to know that that's me as well. I am beautiful.
Yes.
I am worthy. So yeah, we have to, like I said, the assignment is find those negative things that you say about yourself or related to what you do and switch it. Speak life and think life in its place. Wow. Okay. We
Yeah,
can
that
say
was
it a lot.
good. That was, damn. Show over with. I'm sorry.
Drop
We
the
got
mic.
it. Just
Drop the mic. Okay, so we've said a lot. We hope that you felt the sincerity and the passion for you. This is for you. We're all connected in that way. So we're gonna go quiet for just a moment and open the line. We would love to hear from you, secret and silent flutterbies. The line is open. All right, double dutch in. We got beautiful Barb on the set. She said, I know, she says,
Hey, Barb.
I'm learning to open myself up to having friends. I'm learning to have new confidence as I step into the world of business. I don't have a college degree like a lot of people do who are in business, and sometimes that can make me think that I'm not qualified. That type of thinking takes me out of the room before I can even get into the room. Girl, my husband had to remind me that I'm doubting what God can do. Ooh. He's going to take me into major corporations, and those people are going to want a seat at my table.
Okay, they waiting on you.
I speak life into myself, and my business says, that's right. Yes, Barb, that's right. And what a blessing you are to have a partner that is there to help fortify your heart.
Come on now, give me 5 on that.
Ooh, girl.
Okay.
That's powerful. You have a partner that helps fortify your heart. We all have to have people around us in our environment that fortifies our heart. And if you don't have that, guess what? It's not true. You do have that because you have the love healing room. Wherever you are, know that you have someone in your environment that will help fortify your heart. Thank you, Barb.
And you know what the blessed thing is? A lot of people who have successful $1 trillion, $1 billion, $1 million businesses
Tell it, Darla.
didn't graduate high school.
Thank you.
Didn't even go to school.
Right.
That's the blessed part.
Yes.
We're talking about,
Yes.
I mean, major brands that we know and hear about. When you hear their success stories, they had a worse off than we did.
And they didn't have college degrees.
I know people who have successful companies, on their way to $1 million status, who didn't even know how to read.
Yes. And
But
that is more
they had the
truthful
passion.
and more common than we know.
More common than we know. People who have gone to jail, served prison time. Like our mentor teach us, their name is up on the wing of the hospital.
Right.
Because they had the money, because they built them a corporation. And even though, like he always tells us too, like you may go to a job and apply for it, because you don't have that degree, you won't get the position. But when you own the company,
Right.
okay,
Right.
you can own the company.
That's right.
Because when you apply for your corporation, they don't ask you anything about that.
Yeah,
They
where's
don't
your
ask your
degree?
age,
Right.
they don't ask your degree or
Mhm.
nothing.
What school did you go to?
Right. None of that.
So, girl.
And this is one thing I've
Go
learned
Barb.
too. Going to business school doesn't teach you how to be a business owner.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
So
Sure doesn't.
it's food for thought.
Yeah. I was listening to Dr. Boyce Watkins. He was talking to Dr. Claude Anderson, and they were talking about Morehouse and all the HBCUs, how all these graduates are not being taught how to be business owners.
Right.
They're being taught how to go in and have a job.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
work for somebody else.
Absolutely. That's the design of the system.
Yeah.
So wake up and decide to be the captain of your life. That's the beauty of life, is that we each have a choice.
Yeah.
You don't have to run with the herd.
No.
We don't all have to run with the herd.
Walk
We're not
to the
all
beat of your own
supposed
drum.
to walk with the herd.
Mhm.
Yes, powerful. That's powerful.
Yes.
All right. Barb says, you're right. It's that voice that I have to tell to shut the heck up. That's
Yep.
right. Yep.
Yep. Yep.
That's right. And keep telling
Think
to shut
life.
up.
Think success.
Yes.
Think on those things. Whatsoever is lovely, just, and good, and of a honest and of a good report. We're supposed to think on that. So any other thing that come in our thought round, we gotta tell it to shut the heck up. Get out of here. Beat it. Scram. Not get.
One of the things that our mentor tells us about the $1 billion round table.
Right.
Have your own $1 billion round table.
Absolutely.
Why don't you start that?
That's right.
Start your own tribe and everybody.
That's right.
Come in thinking, saying, speaking, $1 billion, $1 million, wherever you start out at. Have your own round table.
That's right.
Yes.
That's
$1 billion
right.
round table, $1 million. They have $1 billion round table, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can have one too.
That's right. Sure can.
I was thinking the other night when we went to the 25th anniversary event at Shane Park, and the lady Shahida Wright, I think is her name. Her company has been the company that has managed all the acts for Shane Park.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
Paula was telling me, it was 25 years of her company, and her 4 boys came up. They're all adults now.
Wow.
Came up, and they were all, honoring their mom, gave her flowers and everything. And they were saying how when they were younger, she started this out 25 years ago. Everybody was employed. She brought, when they had a campaigning thing, everybody was working. And this is what she instilled in these 4 awesome men that were standing on the stage. Petite woman, powerful.
That's right.
And so Paula was telling me how when she started, she won the contract over other companies who had been doing this. She was new to it. Now look at what she's doing.
Right.
So behind Shane Park, there's like this little clubhouse, like they got the offices and stuff in it. go in there, she has her office, or son has an office, you know, and they are just like the most humblest, sweetest people. You know, her thing is about entrepreneurism, you know, and so she built this company for
I
25
think
years.
this is the time.
Yes.
That's one thing that has come out of the pandemic is entrepreneurship is most certainly on the rise. People have to reinvent how they make money.
Money, yes.
So everybody starts at zero.
Yeah.
Everybody starts at
Yeah,
zero.
despite those small beginnings.
Right. Just don't give up. And
Yes.
put yourself in the environment where you know that you're going to be supported.
Because you will be seated at the table with those people.
Yes.
God will do it. And that's
right.
another thing he teaches us, is that they're waiting for you. They're waiting to connect with you.
Yes.
And with all of us.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Awesome. Fortifying your heart. So remember, this is the year of solutions. Here in the Love Healing Room, we are having conversations around life's challenges. You know, we're all going through something. We hope that each time we come before you, that we leave you with something that is helping you to overcome the challenges.
Yes.
Because we know challenges happen at every turn. For me, it's a so what? So what's next? So what am I going to do about it? So how am I going to help somebody? That's what a challenge brings to me. So what do I need to work on in my life? It's a so what? What does that mean for you?
Mhm.
So we have 5 minutes before we're at the top of the hour. Gonna go quiet for just a moment and allow our secret and silent flutterbys to share. The line is open. All right, secret and silent flutterbys. It's okay. We love you. We're just so happy that you're here. We know that you are feeling this powerful energy because I feel it's like there's a vibration going on. It's a strong vibration. Wow, I feel it when I do that. It's powerful. So just to give you a few updates on some things that are happening with the Love Healing Room. First of all, we want to make sure that you know about our awesome, beautiful merchandise in our Etsy store and on our website, thelovehealingroom.com. And if you shop Etsy, which supports so many awesome small businesses, especially the Love Healing Room, go and check out our product line. Get you some powerful energetically infused items with love. We're getting so many great reviews about our products. And we know that it is blessing people. We want you to be blessed. So go and check out thelovehealingroom.com or shop Etsy Love Healing Room. Next, we are going to be doing something a little different for the rest of the year. And to start off, we're not going to have a show next week. So we're going to make sure that we share some of our previous shows with you for those who are in social media land. But if you're not following us, make sure that you like our page. Make sure that you subscribe. Click that button to follow us so that you will know what's happening in the Love Healing Room so that you can be connected. We want you to be a part of this family, this tribe. Just because you're here right now, you're a part of the family, you're a part of the tribe. But we want you to stay connected to that. But things are going to look a little different, but it's still going to be powerful. It's still with the intention of giving and receiving love to all of you out there. So before we get ready to say goodnight, I'm going to open up the line one more time for our secret and silent flutterbys. We'd love to hear from you. The line is open. All right. They're quiet. So Bayla, did you want to leave us with something?
Yes. Don't forget, fortify your heart, fortify your mind, fortify your life and think life, speak life, and be the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful one that you were created to believe, to be, and believe that you are. Yes, thank you.
Lamont, you have something to leave us with?
Only to continue what Bella was saying, because when you work this here, you work this, but it starts here with it. So fortify the mind. This will automatically follow. Follow? Follow. But it was awesome and amazing. We do want to continue to say that we do not own the rights to the songs that have been playing. So we do all things in love.
Yes, thank you. And so we're gonna end with some beautiful comments from Crystal. Hi, Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
Hello, Crystal.
Love
Queen.
you.
My baby girl
She
right
said, hey,
there.
beautiful ladies. Just like to say hello, and your love is radiating through the screen.
Aw, thank you so much.
Crystal. Love you. All right, it's been awesome and amazing as always. But for now, we're gonna leave you with
Namaste.
Good night.
Good night.